he really encouraged spiritual growth, and he done it in such a humble manner. I was in situations where my dad was confronted by hostile people that could have easily led into an altercation, but because of his level of humility, it served as a protection for him and his family. And I just want to give him a shout out because I didn't really value humility then, but it's one of the most cherished characteristics now for me.
Oh, I love hearing that because, I think that's a character trait said that we all are losing, and we need a big dose of. Of course, where is it in Matthew? It says the meek shall inherit the earth, and
right.
And that's one quality that I love and my girls admire so much in their father is, that he's has a spirit of humility about him, very humble, but but it's also consistent. It's constant. And that's what I'm hearing from you, that he had that quality. It was undisturbed in his spirit. I love that.
Thank you.
That's great, Sid. I know, and I know that you've got a child.
Yes.
How old?
Well, actually, she's 18, and she was one of the valedictorians graduating high school at Butler.
Get out of here!
Yeah, she did well, and she's going to go on to. She's a Porter scholar that's going to go on to go to school at U of L. And my grandson that I told you about that we now have custody on, he's right on our heels.
Oh, that's awesome.
We're looking forward to big things with him, too.
Well, congratulations on your daughter. I mean, listen, I hear the swelling of your heart as you're talking about her. I just love that. But you know what? That's your reward for being a parent. It is. And we as parents, we invest so much in our kids. We need those kinds of rewards sometimes, but listen, we'll take a dad, I love you, or, you're the best. We'll even take that as a huge reward. But that is so stellar. I just love that. And I'm so proud for you and of you for bringing up a daughter like that. Yeah. Congratulations to you.
And I would have to be remiss to not mention that her mom played a huge role.
Sure.
Mom did a good job.
Oh, yeah. Well, it takes behind every good man's a better woman. You know that.
Praise God. That's right. That's
right. All right. And I know, and you just keep going with that grandchild, because now you're going to rear up a mighty fine young man, too. So I love this call. I knew I was going to enjoy it so much.
Oh, thank you. God bless you.
We're going to get together and do a show now. We keep talking about it, but we haven't solidified that. But we're going to do that one of these days, Sid.
Praise God.
All right. God bless you. All right, guys. 571-2428, 571 chat. Don't you just love this? And I know, Steve, I'm still waiting for you to call back because I know you've got a great story as well. But guys, these are the things. Listen, one attribute, one admirable trait that your dad had. Maybe he wasn't the best at everything. But what was the one thing that you really admired in your dad? And, I know that there's a lot of things that we could choose from. But typically everybody has at least one story. And I say typically, because I'm still trying to find one. I really am, guys. I struggle with this every year. Okay. I struggle. Father's Day is a difficult time for me. So, and it always has been, but I celebrate, you dads out there that are doing your dad level best. And I'm going to say this, if your family is disrespecting you, and moms, if you do, wives, if you do, kids, if you disrespect your father, if you do, shame on you. I want you to be encouraged, dads, that, if you have respect outside the home, but when you walk in the home, it's not there, you call me. Let's have a family summit. Let's have a family summit and let's talk about that, because I would love to help you regain that respect in your home. And we can talk about it. We'll work on that. I love that. Love that opportunity with you, but I don't want you to be discouraged about that. If you're hearing these accolades about fathers, I don't want you to be discouraged at all. There is good in everyone. You hear me? There is good in everyone. Valerie, thank you. Is that how we? All right.
Hey,
thank
Joyce.
you so much. How you doing, girl?
Good. How are you?
I'm good.
Talking about our dads.
Yeah.
Well, I was raised by my dad and my papa pretty much. My mama worked full time, but one thing that Dad said a lot of things when we was growing up, but one thing he always said that I think everybody in my generation and others need to hear is that when it comes to relationships or marriages, Dad always said that if you wake up each day and you ask yourself, what can I do to make my spouse's day better or their life a little bit easier, and you live that out, then that's going to make your marriage a lot easier and stronger.
Wow. That's, it's so interesting because I just got through talking to, someone who is very, very, very well known in the counseling industry, and he has such an amazing ability with marriage and reshaping our marriages for couples. But and Dr. Chuck Tackett and I were talking, and he said the same thing. I mean, it was like, so your dad was right there with Chuck Tackett. I just want to tell you, because he says, I tell every man that if they can just wake up, or and every spouse, if they can just wake up and say, how can I make your day easier?
Right.
How can I make your day easier? And he says specifically, I tell every husband, walk in and hug your wife, kiss her, and say, what can I do to make your day easier? Thank you, Valerie. We'll come back and we'll talk to Ruth after this short break. Don't go away.
WFIA, The Spirit. Babies are being saved in Louisville thanks to your support of a Woman's Choice Resource Center. Continue that support and join us Monday, July 11th for the 2016 Rick Bordas Scramble for Life, sponsored by Inside Connect Cable at the beautiful Lake Forest Country Club in eastern Jefferson County. Help support life in our community and enjoy a great day of golf. Register online at awclifesavers.org or call 502-569-0494.
I'm always listening to music on my phone, but I don't always have Wi-Fi. And I don't always have data to spare. With Next Radio, you have radio on your smartphone. There's no subscription, and it uses 3 times less battery and 10 times less data than streaming. With Next Radio, I can keep going and keep my music going.
With the Next Radio app, you can interact with radio and get your music on the go, all while using 3 times less battery and 10 times less data than streaming.
Next Radio.
Imagine a vacation specifically designed for your spiritual growth and enrichment, along with 5-star accommodations, beautiful scenery, historic sites, and a community of people committed to you having a once-in-a-lifetime experience. Join us this fall on a 15-day all-inclusive Mediterranean cruise with Pastor Alistair Begg and visit thrilling stops in Naples, Jerusalem, Rome, and more. It's the Footsteps of the Apostles Mediterranean Cruise. Come and experience sites like the Sistine Chapel, the historic Western Wall in Jerusalem, and the beauty of the Isle of Santorini, all during one trip with like-minded travelers. Register today to sail the pristine Mediterranean waters in luxurious accommodations and follow in the footsteps of the apostles to Athens and Ephesus. With special guests and resident teaching Pastor Alistair Begg, this cruise